welcome to PQ, where we watch and talk about music as classical musicians. Today's song is a song from one of our supporters on Buy Me a Coffee. This song is from David P. So thank you, David, for your song suggestion and for your request. I feel like David is a big fan of Boston because I think this is the second or third song that he's requesting from Boston, along with some other bands that he likes, but we like Boston here. We can put a link of all the videos that we've done so far from this band. This is called Peace of Mind, and he sent us an audio version of this song, so that's what we're gonna listen to. The album cover is the same as the last song that we listened to, so I guess it's from the same album. Yeah, so I have no idea what this is about, but Peace of Mind, I feel like that's a very positive title anyway, so we are interested to figure it out together. So I think that was the first verse. That was honestly not the sound I was expecting to. So many, I guess it was just so many like guitar heavy when it started. And I think I like that kind of sound that they were going for actually. I think it was just guitars and drums and that was it. But it was so full and full of like momentum.
Yeah, the first guitar part that was started was this really nostalgic, old, like typical, like like these things that you hear on the movies or these kind of places. But then the rest was so much more a different vibe than the beginning. I was also like, oh, I was surprised and I was expecting like more like this nostalgic, like old kind of style, but then I saw something different.
And I feel like we haven't heard that much about it, but I think the kind of the tone of the guitar and the tone of the singer were kind of like, I don't know, had the same vibe. I have to listen more, but I don't know, it just felt not a dramatic change when the singer started singing. It was kind of like a very smooth transition. I think, I don't know how you get there is because of the singer's voice or the way that they kind of like engineered the sound, but it was everything was so smooth so far. So here we go in the second verse or the chorus. All I want is to have my peace of mind. I think this is the chorus. Let's just fit, because I have some comments about that instrumental part that were saying, first of all, it doesn't seem like it throughout the whole song, I guess because the layers are so well blended, but there's actually so many layers that are happening, because I feel like I don't know if there is actually like several guitars, or they just re-recorded each layer and then they just like put it together. I guess same with the vocalizings, like in the background there are some like choir like moments that they're so interesting, and the drums and the singer. So but then when you listen to it, they're so well blended. I feel like that it's just like just hear one like smooth line of melody, and then the inflection actually between the guitars and the rhythm, when the singer would just accent certain words, it was like the exact moment that those inflections were also in the instruments, so they would clear. I think that's one of the reasons that it would create such like a well blended moments, that it would not separate the layers would not separate in my mind that easily. I had to like single them out by myself, so that was very interesting.
Well, yeah, for me, I wasn't thinking about the thing that you said, but now it really makes sense to my ears. But I was more thinking about how it's really like going forward, and just has a certain beat, and it's like really like moving and going until the chorus. And it's like we're running and running, and then you arrived somewhere, and then you can just be happy, and shout that I'm arrived, and you can be more free a little. This contrast between the whole thing that was like really like this running, and then the chorus was I think it was such a need that the chorus was like that. And also, not only they did it with the register of the voice, because if you sing in a more higher register, it's automatically becomes, most of the time, sometimes it makes more tense or something, but it automatically make more open and make more free feeling. And they did that. And also they used a little longer rhythms, or like longer notes. And also they used one of the things that I really love in the music, that 2 against 3, they were like ta ta ta, instead of just going. I really like that, this part of the chorus. I felt really like free in the chorus. And also there was before you pause, like I don't know, like maybe before they started again to sing, there was like 2 or 3 seconds that was because the whole song was the whole guitars and the I don't know, the drums and the singing. And then there was like, I don't know, 2 seconds that was the guitars were gone, or I don't know, it was so much emptier. And it was so these 2 seconds was so necessary for the ears. This only 2-3 seconds gave your mind time to digest all this running rhythms, and just fast rhythms, and just hearing so many like guitars, or I don't know. It was so necessary. It makes you appreciate more the before time, that it was like going forward and going on. And also it made you appreciate more the rest of the song, that it was not always like you have to go somewhere. It's like, okay, now I sit, and then I will go again forward.
I guess it also like fits with the lyrics, because in the verses I think he was more talking about like going forward, or I have to like climb this, and then he's talking about like all these advice that people give him. But then the chorus gets to the point that he doesn't want any of that, and he just prefers his peace of mind. So I guess that's why like that contrast, they did it on purpose to kind of match with the lyrics. That was very interesting. All right, we have like a little bit more left, so let's finish this song.
I was so curious to see how they finished it, because I was like, it's so going and going. I cannot, I don't know if they just cut it, like, I don't know, a very like sudden ending, or they just do something surprising, but they just did the typical of, I think, that time, that they just turn down the volume until you hear
Yeah.
nothing more. But I really love the moment that they did the same intro that they did with the, I think, acoustic guitar in the intro. They did it this time towards the end with the electric guitar, and it was so like, yeah, I heard it in the beginning, but it was a different color, and now it's a different
Yeah.
color. And I it was so funny to hear that typical, like, exact, the typical motif that we heard in the beginning, that is for the acoustic guitar, and you normally hear it with acoustic guitar with the electric guitar, because we were like, oh, okay, somehow it feels like a little more a little like country music, or like, like acoustic guitar thing, but you hear it with that the different color, and it was a little unexpected and
Yeah.
very cool.
The arrangement of this, the more I listened to it toward the end, because of how full it was, just mostly with the guitar. Actually, I know there are some like soundscapes which I think there are like traces of synthesizers, just like toward like, not all the time, but I think most of it was guitar. I could easily imagine this song, especially the instrumental, to be played by like a string orchestra. I feel like they kind of like, I don't know, I feel like it really suits that. So it kind of reminds me of like a guitar orchestra, this one. Like, I think, I don't know if they were going for it, but really like the sound being so full, and then so many, like, I don't know, so many layers, really like reminded me of like watching or listening an orchestra instead of strings, guitars. But then I was trying to imagine how it would sound like with strings, and I think it would sound actually really, really pretty. And maybe the synthesizer parts, like the piccolo, can pick them up, or like a flute or something. So I'm curious, maybe if somebody has done it before, I think that would really, it would be pretty. But an orchestra, that one other thing that I wanted to say that I just saw in a comment, and it blew my mind, because we never we watched another song of this in the same album, and I don't know about
Yeah.
you, but I always thought these are spaceships, right?
Yeah,
What do you think they are? Okay. And
what
then
are they? I thought that they are
I mean, I
spaceships.
think they are, but if you look at them, I saw in a comment that he said, I just realized the spaceships are
Mushroom?
like backward guitars. Just look at them and see if you can
Yeah.
see it. You see,
Oh
like,
my
it's
god,
like if the guitar,
yeah.
you're just looking at it from the bottom. And I was like, oh,
Wow.
I can't wait to I can't wait to share that piece of information. Yeah, so it's like all these like spaceship guitar spaceships are going toward
Yeah.
there. But
And
yeah.
the top is like a city, if I'm
Yeah,
saying it right. Is it like
maybe
a
it's
city with
Boston.
tall buildings?
Boston. I don't know if it's
Crazy.
Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Maybe.
mean, I don't know if they named themselves after the city, or it was just a coincidence. But yeah, but it was. I feel like we hear this guitar arrangement, or maybe some of the motifs, or how they like because there were so many, I guess, different rhythm sections. Not necessarily a lot of syncopations, but I think there were some like rhythms that were not like moving at the same time, but then they were super tight together when they were playing together. But I think to our ears, like in 2026, that might sound a little typical. But I am just thinking, I'm just wondering if like this kind of sound, like with like full guitars, because I think this is from the 70s. So I'm just wondering if they are the ones that kind of like had this creativity with this kind of soundscapes, or like this like arrangements of all these guitars together, these kind of like, I don't know, for us, I feel like it's nostalgic now. We listen to it because we heard like, I don't know, even I feel like even Persian songs, sometimes we hear these kind of arrangements with the guitar in more like pop songs. So it was not like revolutionary to my ear to hear that. It's very beautiful. But so I'm wondering if these guys were the first people, or like at least the first few people who were like kind of creative with this, because it's from early 70s. So it makes me think about that. I feel like a lot of the things obviously started in 60s and 70s especially, and then it kind of like been so common for us right now. So I don't know if that would be interesting to figure out. I feel like that's such a cool, like, I don't know, to think about.
I'm actually surprised. I was so waiting for you to say it, but I'm so surprised that you didn't mention the bass line.
I feel so
as
embarrassed.
I heard
oh my
it
god.
from the from the first moments, I was like, oh, you can really hear the presence of the bass. I'm sure
Oh my
she's going to
god.
point it out.
I
But
feel so, I don't know. I feel like, yeah, baseline is no longer
I mean,
my.
it wasn't like a really like a line. It was really had its own character, and it was like there also as a part
I
of the
think,
guitars.
in my defense, it was doubling like some of the guitar lines, right? I feel like I should go listen. I don't know. I think I was
I
so
don't
amazed
know.
by the like the sound of the beginning that I didn't. Back to my comments about what I said, that I think it was, everything was so well blended that you should have really like try to single the lines out.
Yeah, you couldn't separate.
So that didn't catch my attention for probably the first time since this channel, which is a historical moment, I feel like. So now I feel like I should be even more like careful in the next few songs that we react to. So yeah, that was, I feel like, I guess if you listen to Boston, it has the potential to become one of my favorite bands. So far I like the ones that we listened to, but I think we should just explore them more, especially maybe different albums. But I think I like this album a lot. I think we listened to 2 or 3 songs of them with this guitar spaceship cover, but maybe we should just explore them more, maybe on our own, or like if you guys have any ideas, you can suggest songs to listen on our own as well, because obviously it's not possible to react to every single one of them and make a video about them. But I personally am very interested to explore more of them. So if you have suggestions, either for videos or like just personal listening, please let us know in the comments. But anyway, thank you, David, for suggesting this song. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as well. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. If you want to support us more, there's a Buy Me a Coffee link in the description. We'll see you guys tomorrow with our next video. Bye.
Bye.